Okay, year 11, Mrs. Helms here. This is part 2 of part A, question 1. This question asks you to comment on at least 2 differences between the distributions for the male and female cat weight. So if we're thinking back to our multivariate paper, this is pretty much talking about the analysis section. Okay, so you need to talk about all the different things that you can find, that you can analyze, and you need to compare them between the males and the females. All right, so what do you see? What does it mean in terms of differences? So when we talk about this, we can talk about things like spread, centers, shape, and even unusual features, if you have any. Okay, so let's talk about spread for starters. So when we talk about spread, we want to talk about the range and we want to talk about the interquartile range. Okay, so let's start with just general range. So our range here, if you remember, is how far it goes between. So the female cats range from 2 kilos up to 3 kilos. So they have a range of 1 kilo. All right. Our male cats range from 2 kilos up to 3.9 kilos. If you're wondering if you can't quite read off that, you can also get your maximums and minimums here. So minimums and maximums are in the data to the side. So that is a range of 1.9 kilos. So if we were going to talk about that, we would say that male weight has a larger range from 2 to 3.9 kilos, so 1.9 kilo range, whereas females only have a 1 kilo range. So then it may pay to talk about here your interquartile range as well. So your interquartile range is pretty much the box, and the interquartile range is your upper quartile minus your lower quartile, upper quartile minus lower quartile. So for the females, it's 0.4, and for the males, it's 0.75. Okay, so males also have a larger interquartile range, so 0.75 kilos versus 0.4 kilos. Okay, this means males' weight is more spread out. Okay, so that's talking about our spread. Right, the next thing that we might want to talk about, so we'll get rid of all this, is our centers. So with this, we can talk about 2 things. So we can talk about our median. So the median for males is 2.9 and the median for females is 2.3. So the median male median weight is 0.6 kilos larger than females. And when we're talking about centers, we can also talk about the box themselves. So we can talk about the shift of the box. So male interquartile range is shifted further to the right than females. Both mean the middle 50% of male weight is larger than female. Okay, so that's 2 things, so at least 2 things. So that's 2 successful ones there. Let's just quickly talk about the shape as well. I might write it up here just to give me some room. So if we look at the shape of the females, so the females it's skewed, isn't it? It's kind of skewed to the right. So it's pulled out in this direction with a cluster. There's a cluster here between 2.1